Hi there. We never talk religion or politics here. The wokeness isn't either, nor are facts and truth. Though some people say, my truth, as if theirs is somehow different. Aren't all facts true? Sometimes people describe themselves as being woke. Originally, this meant being aware of racial issues, but it's expanded to include social justice ones that are really worth understanding. But, and there's always a but, the word is being applied to everything from soft drinks to razor blades. Worse. Some people want to be seen as being woker than thou. I hope you don't know any. I don't know if that's what made a local Board of Education decide to replace Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day. They said they did it because somebody else did it first. My mother would have asked, if your friends jump off our roof, would you follow? Mama had a great way of asking questions, didn't she? Columbus Day has become controversial, with the explorer accused of much, including calling the natives Indians because he thought he'd found a shortcut to India and the near genocide of the Native Americans that took place over the next 400 years. By the way, Columbus wasn't at Wounded Knee when the Lakota were massacred almost exactly 4 centuries after Columbus discovered America, or landed there. It's been 529 years since Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. He led an almost impossible voyage and discovered a new world. Except we're not allowed to say discovered anymore, since the Native Americans were already here and there's a strong probability that Leif Erikson came here 500 years earlier. Earlier than Chris, that is. The U.S. Capitol is named after Columbus. So is streets, schools, towns, and even a country. But, and there's always a but. We don't know what he looked like. And I don't know why, because he lived only about 500 years ago. A famous picture of him is entitled The Portrait of a Man Said to be Christopher Columbus. We're not even sure where he's buried. Still, there are a lot of statues of him. Well, fewer now after a bunch have been pulled down or removed. We are sure that Columbus commanded 3 ships. After that, we guess. Now, the Nina and the Pinta were about 50 feet long. The Santa Maria was a giant, 20 feet longer, 70 feet. Altogether, there were 90 sailors. About total 90. They sailed into the unknown for almost 3 months. The food and water were bad. The crews were frightened and wanted to turn back. Admiral Columbus wouldn't let them. Was he a visionary, courageous, stubborn, or a combination of all 3? You decide. Compare their voyage to the Titanic's, built to carry 3,300 people, almost 900 feet long. Unsinkable! It had a wireless telegraph 100 years before Bluetooth. Its last message was, "Come quick, engine room almost full." Men at sea, courageous. Some say he governed badly before he left the Caribbean for the 3rd time. I don't know. He did keep looking for the rich cities of the Orient, even as other Europeans brought diseases that a lot of the Native Americans died from. That's a sad fact. The age of exploration kicked off big time after word of his discoveries got out. Columbus doesn't get credit for the good things that happened afterwards, but he certainly is getting hammered for most of the bad. Another, by the way, 39 of the Santa Maria's crew were marooned after it grounded on Columbus's first trip. They were never found. Never. Columbus's discovery was the moon landing of his era. So 400 years from now, will Neil Armstrong wind up getting blamed for all the litter that's on the moon, huh? You tell me. Every square inch of the earth has been conquered by somebody. The island of Sicily, between Africa and Europe, remembers its invasions in every Sicilian's skin color. Replacing Columbus to celebrate the indigenous might say that a redskin is more valuable than the almost black skin of the Mediterranean peoples. Think about that. My many Italian friends tell me it insults all of them. They feel that Christopher Columbus and his explorations exemplify their rich history. It's sort of like St. Patrick does for the Irish. Lowering the Italians will not raise the indigenous. Think on that. An Italian once said that crossing the Rubicon River mattered. The board was urged not to cross theirs, to reverse their decision. Well, they listened. Yes, they did. And then they erased all the holidays. Every one. Christmas, New Year's, Martin Luther King, Memorial Day. They all became day off. Day off. Surprisingly, news of the decision to erase so much culture and history instantly made worldwide news. It was seen as being much faster than a mindless mob tearing down a statue one at a time. It was also easier to understand than the critical race theory idea that's going around now. Alas, by the way, you may have heard that all whites are now racist oppressors. I disagree. And yes, while color does matter, the most important human color is red. We all bleed red. And you know I'm right. Some say we're experiencing a great awakening, where the pursuit of social justice has almost become a religion. Heresy is punished by cancellation, that is, to be banished from society or made to publicly express your shame. The world is getting so woke, you can't even make a joke anymore. And that's scary. Scary. We'll also have to get to the anti-Catholic bigotry in the United States that led to the name Knights of Columbus. I am Mike for the Be More Better team. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Please comment, like, follow, subscribe, all the rest. But always, always be more better. Body, mind, and spirit. And then be even more better when you remind someone that history should warn and inspire. God bless America. Until the next time. Bye now. Heresy gets published. Replacing Columbus. 543. Thank you.